how Pakistan's fakery is being called out, being exposed yet again globally. Globally, we all know that Pakistan is the fountainhead of terror. It shields, funds, and uses terrorism as a state policy. However, now they are being called out. Their lies are being nailed. And this is not just by India, this is by international media. There are no takers for Pakistan's fakery anymore, that they didn't know that terror existed within their borders. In fact, this time around, it is foreign media which has called out the fakery, exposing Pakistan's propaganda play. In fact, a visibly flustered Sherry Rehman of Pakistan, she fumbles and stumbles across on the camera when she was asked pointedly about the terror which was being harbored by Pakistan. These are hard questions which are coming in by Yalda Hakim. And then you could see Sherry Rehman looking around for words, not having the right words, then claiming everyone's taking India's side. But yes, indeed, because India has not just made claims, India has shown proof to back these claims. But when it comes to Pakistan, there are no takers for their tired narratives that they didn't know. They didn't even know at the time of Osama bin Laden that he was living right there in Abbottabad. And today, there are no takers for Pakistan when they say that they didn't know that Hafiz Saeed, that the likes of Masood Azhar are within their territory. There are several other clips. We're going to get you all of those as well, where Sherry Rehman have absolutely no answers to give to Yalda Hakim. Let me go across Priyank. Priyank, we all know that no one in the world is buying Pakistan's propaganda. They say things like, we are not harboring terror. They say things like, we won the war. No one's really buying their lies. But then this kind of public humiliation at a global stage, this really goes to show to what extent it is now being named and shamed, not by India, but everyone else in the world as well.
See, Meghna, it's a world-known fact that fact is the main king in this world of social media and the information warfare. Anyone who is reporting and talking about the fact will win this kind of war. We'll have to think about what Pakistan actually took a strategic move when this strike happened, Operation Sindoor happened. They started running to the international media, but the facts were already there, where many of the UN designated terrorists were being shielded and protected by Pakistan. Sherry Rehman could not have any kind of answer, and then she finally started talking about that what if we start bombing Kulbhushan Jadhav's residence, who was a Indian soldier. So this kind of fake explanation coming out from Pakistanis is certainly once again highlighting that they are less with facts than propaganda and the false mechanism which they want to build before the foreign world. But looking at the kind of conversation which has happened on air, it was quite clear that Pakistanis don't have any kind of basic fact with them. It is a known fact that over the period of many years, the UN has sought the report from various watchdogs, and finally they have got to realize that they have many of the terrorist organizations which are being shielded by Pakistanis. It's a well-known fact that the 313 Brigade of Pakistan Army is the one which has been protecting these terrorists. And this is what she was asked about, that what do you have to say about the 313 Brigade, which has been providing ammunition and money and all the kind of logistical support to these terror network which has been operating from your soil. Counter to that, the Pakistanis left with no answer, and the kind of fumble which was quite visible on their rattled face and the kind of disgraced face which the Pakistani leader has shown it to the world is once again highlighting this is what India has been talking about. We know that someone who is talking about the fact will never fumble. Someone who is talking about the right information will always win this kind of information warfare. But once you start peddling the lie, once you start talking about all the false claim, there you can be caught right on camera.
Absolutely. In fact, let's listen in once again, because it's interesting. After pointed, repeated grilling that Sherry Rehman faced about sponsoring terror, she had to admit, and she admitted, yes, indeed, Pakistan has a terror record which is very hard to clean. This regarding why Pakistan was put on the grey list. Let's listen in once again to Sherry Rehman being globally named, shamed, and trolled. While India, of course, has been taking Pakistan down with facts and proof, satellite images, pictures, everything that the DGMO has said, everything that the Air Force Chief, the Army Chief, that the Prime Minister have said has been backed with concrete evidence. Which is why now, watch how even Khwaja Asif, who's Pakistan's Defence Minister, got grilled by Yalda Hakim. This is the price that Pakistan today has to pay for the fakery, being trolled internationally.